to, but ooh, whoa, oh, and that's what happens. Woo, that was smooth. Woo. Oh, that's doing good, guys. That's doing a heck of a lot. Oh, that's doing real good. What's up, y'all? JT here with some of my thoughts on this Arrma Fireteam. There's been some, I guess, controversy on it. People saying that we're trying to hype this vehicle up and stuff, and we're not. This is actually a good vehicle. It's the best vehicle, in my opinion, off-road that Arrma has designed. And that's my Limitless and Vortex to the left and to the right that I'm working on over there. But I wanted to go ahead and do this vehicle to let you guys know my thoughts on this. A lot of you guys are subscribed to my channel to watch some of my thoughts on these vehicles. You guys know I try to be as honest as I can with this and not try to cover anything up. I don't try to sell you on vehicles, but I kind of let you guys know how the vehicles perform. And when I shoot my videos, I kind of just shoot them in raw. I don't try to do a lot of editing unless I do like an intro before I show the vehicle, where I'll do some clips and stuff, kind of showing the vehicle, you know, in different instances before you actually see the video when it plays. But I just kind of run it as it is. And this vehicle has been good. I mean, this is my top off-road vehicle right now. And there's several reasons why for this. One, I did run this in several different environments. I did kind of run it off-road. I did some mild jumps with it and then some bigger jumps with it. Then I took it to the skate park. And through all of that, I did not break one thing. I thought I would have at least broken an A-arm or something, but I didn't. I did crack the top of the body panel for that, and then some of the body panels on the side, left and right, did kind of come loose. So if there's any weak point on here, it's going to be that. But Arrma didn't design this for an all-out bash vehicle where you can do backflips and all that. And speaking of that, I really didn't do too many backflips. I can't remember if I recorded one or not. I think I tried to do one, it kind of did it, and it was kind of slow in the air, but that's not why they really designed this vehicle. Not that you can't do it, but it's a 6S capable vehicle. I know you guys are going to go 8S and crazy on it, and I can't wait to see y'all's videos on it. You may put it up, and I may not comment, but I do watch other people's videos too on YouTube, just to kind of see kind of the innovation you guys did with this vehicle. But I didn't break not one part on here. And I think that the vehicle is good. Now, I've run it, like I said, in several areas. And I even did speed test on it. I think stock out the box, it went about 53 miles per hour. 53, 54. And then when I put the speed gear in there, which is a 16 tooth, I went to, I think it was 64, might have been miles per hour. And the vehicle handled it well. I mean, there is no AVC or anything. It just comes with this particular basic Spektrum radio. So there is no AVC on this, and the vehicle handled those speeds up to 76 miles per hour. Now, I did lower it down just a little bit to handle that, but it was still good. I was trying to test to see if the tires or anything were going to balloon up and explode out, and they did not. And it handled it, and I was very impressed without changing any oils in the diffs. I think the center diff has 100, and I believe the front and rear have 10K in the front and the rear. So of course, if you put thicker oil in the front and rear, maybe center diff, you can handle those speeds. And I can see people actually doing speed runs with this. I can see them literally getting the car, getting rid of the body, tires, wheels, bumpers, lowering it down, putting a different body on there, and making this kind of a speed car, because it's possible it can do that as well. And I say that because even when running it at 76 miles per hour, it didn't do wheelies or anything of it. It just kind of handled it going straight down. And probably with better tires and stuff on it, you can get 100+ miles per hour out this vehicle. Probably with the stock tires, I'm thinking about between 80 to 85. You might get 100 if you change out the diff oils and make them thicker. But regardless, the vehicle handles 76 miles per hour as it is, just lowering it down. And not too many large vehicles this size that are designed for off-road can handle those kind of speeds, especially stock out the box. So that's one reason why I was impressed with it. Took it at the skate park, did some bashing and stuff with it, didn't break not one part. And I had some pretty hard landings with that, and you guys saw that in the videos, and it handled it. And I took it on several other jumps and stuff. Now, I didn't take this vehicle and blast it 40, 50 feet up in the air. I mean, any vehicle's probably going to start breaking if you take it up that high, and with the weight of it, 9, 10, 11 pounds, and keep landing down and landing wrong. Something's eventually going to break or bend or something, but I haven't had any issues with this vehicle. And another thing with this is that if you do not like this body, which I think the body and stuff is fine, I think the tactical unit men are fine. Actually, a kid saw me running this at the park, and he just thought how cool this was. He talked to his mom about it, and they were like, okay, we got to get one, because he's got G.I. Joe men, he's got other stuff, and he's got video games he plays. And some people, when this first came out, they were talking about maybe the tactical men and it might promote violence, but it doesn't. I mean, your kids, they go to the store and they see stuff, and I mean, you be the judge of it. I'm not going to tell you to go for it and to not to go, but you can always remove those particular firearms from their arms with that. But going behold, like I said, I haven't had any breakages or anything with this car. And when I converted it over to a monster truck, it performed very, very good. There's a quick video of that as well. When I converted this over to a monster truck, I just basically took the body off. I used the low seat 3XLE body that I had one laying around, and it only took me to change, it's only 4 screws. I just had to screw the front body mounts on there, and you guys can search the archive and you can see that video as well, where I just put the front body mounts on it and mounted the low seat body on it. It was a direct fit. I didn't have to change the front or rear body post or heights or anything. And I did that on purpose because I wanted to make sure if I wanted to go to a monster truck, I just have to do very minor things. I don't have to do a lot of changing for it. And it fit, it worked, and it ran well, guys. I mean, it really did. I have the Creighton 6S tires and wheels on there, and that vehicle in that configuration ran good. So maybe Arrma will give us a, I'm going to say true monster truck with this particular platform. I don't know, but they can do a lot with this as far as doing particular different other vehicles. So I hope they do an off-road for this, or an off-road truck or a monster truck. That would be great. Give it some different tires that are maybe this size, but are a little bit beefier and bigger, and put some kind of truck body on it. Maybe they'll get together with Losi and they'll do something like that. I don't know. That'd be interesting, but this is a good vehicle, regardless of what people say. The only thing that I think that this vehicle does not need, and like I said, these are my personal thoughts on it, is the handbrake. I only used the handbrake maybe once or twice when I was testing it. That was it. I didn't need a handbrake on an off-road vehicle like this, but some people may find a need for it. Or if they convert to some kind of on-road car, they may use the handbrake for that. So I don't think it's needed, but it's on there and it's usable, but you can just not use it, or you can just take it off, because I think if people start doing some heavy bashing and continuously using the handbrake to stop their car and do all kinds of stuff, it may have some faults or issues. I don't know. I mean, I didn't use it that much, and I don't have a version 2 infraction, so I don't know how that's going to hold up, especially the higher speed like the infraction has. But other than that, guys, this has been a good vehicle. Like I said, this is, in my opinion, the best off-road that Arrma has created, and it is one of the best off-roads that I have driven, and I've driven it a lot more than I've showed in the videos. I just kind of cleaned them up. I did take off that top roof panel. I just didn't put it back on because several times I did flip and it just kept landing on it. So if you guys get this vehicle, I do recommend you kind of beef up that top body panel, maybe get some shoe glue, drywall tape, duct tape or something. And then also either get some bigger screws with, or get some bigger washers to put on the ends there, because if you start bashing this and flipping it, the body panels are going to start eating through those screws because those just aren't big enough. So kind of make sure to mess with the color with that. But that's the only problem and issue I've had with this. No issues with the handbrake with it. I did change the stock servo out, not saying that I had issues with it, but I've had particular issues with those servos before in the past. So I just went ahead and took it out, and I did put a power hobby servo in there. And that was just me. I just wanted a little bit more speed, a little bit more power, especially with the way I was running this and doing some high speed passes for it. I did want to make sure that it handled well, and I've let some friends drive this, and they were tickled, pink with driving this, and we were out there driving it and having a good time, and just enjoying it, because I wanted other people to drive it and get their honest opinion about it, whether they liked it or not. And everybody that drove it liked it, and they see why that we like this vehicle, because it actually is good. Especially when you see it in person. Some of you guys saw it in your local hobby shops and stuff, and it's a good vehicle, guys. I mean, I'm not going to say too much more on it because I do plan on running this a lot more. I do plan on putting the monster truck, or converting it back to a monster truck, and running it like that because I love it like this and I love it like a monster truck. So I may end up purchasing additional one to convert to a monster truck and then kind of leaving this one like this, but it's only a few screws. I don't know, I have to see. Just a few screws and changing out the tires and wheels, but one day I may run them both. I know some local people have already pre-ordered them. You guys have messaged the heck out of me on Instagram asking about this vehicle, and I gave you guys my true honest opinion that it is a good vehicle. For some of you guys, you're thinking about this being your first Arrma vehicle, and I said, hey, go for it, because to me, it's worth it for it. I mean, people are talking about the price too, but everything is kind of expensive up there in prices, and this is an expensive hobby, whether you're doing this, boats or planes, you know, or if you're doing video games, or look at Legos are expensive. So I think it's worth it. I think that Arrma designed a good vehicle with this, and I can't wait to see what else they got coming out this year, which would be awesome if they're doing stuff like this. If this is the start of 2022, then we're going to end the year really good with Arrma stuff. So anyway, guys, put your comments down below. I know some of them are going to be controversial. I know some people are going to say, oh, it's this and that, which is fine. Everybody's entitled to their opinion, but I'm giving you guys my honest opinion of this. Everybody that's talking about this vehicle, that has driven it, that says it's great, it's good, it's awesome. Some people were skeptical before they drove it and they started driving and they liked it. It is true. It really is. I wish if you guys were in Atlanta, we could go out to a big open field and I'll let everybody drive it. I bring out several packs and we can just drive it all day and you guys can do some test runs, which some of my friends actually did. But anyway, guys, put your comments down below. Stay tuned for a lot more vehicles or a lot more videos coming in, because I got some things I'm going to be doing with this pretty soon. You guys will see. I think you guys will like what I'm going to be doing with it in the future and taking it to a couple other areas. So appreciate you guys watching and see you in the next video.